Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. And this time I will present about the last semester assignment about English prose. The subject is English prose. And I will present about um, the novel, and the title of novel is Lord of the Flies from William Golding, and this novel from British or UK. Okay, I will present about the elements of literature. The first one, the setting of this novel is Lord of the Flies take place on an uninhabited tropical island in the Pacific Ocean during a fictional worldwide war around the year 1915. 1950. The boys arrived on the island when an airplane that was presumably evacuating them crashes. Point of view for this novel is Golding employs a third-person omniscient narrator in Lord of the Flies, meaning that the narrator speaks in a voice separate from that of any of the characters and sometimes narrators what the characters are thinking and feeling as well as what they're doing. And the third one is mood or tone. The tone of the Lord of the Flies is very aloof, creating a sense of removal from the events. The boys on the island generally treat each other with a lack of sympathy, and the overall tone of the book expresses neither shock nor sympathy toward what happens. And the next is theme. The main theme of Lord of the Flies includes savagery and civilization, nature, and loss of innocence. Savagery and civilization, Rob and Jack represent the conflict between savagery and civilization. And next is plotline. William Golding's 1944 novel Lord of the Flies tells the story of a group of young boys who find themselves alone on this deserted island. They develop rules and a system of organization, but without any adults to serve as a civilizing impulse. The children eventually become violent and brutal. And the next is characteristic. The characters in Lord of the Flies possess recognizable symbolic significance, which make them as the sort of the people around us. Ralph stands for civilization and democracy. Piggy represents intellect and rationalism. Jack signifies savagery and dictatorship. Human is in combination of goodness and saintliness. The last one is conflict. The main conflicts in Lord of the Flies include man versus nature, man versus self, and man versus man. Nature causes conflicts because of the difficulty of island life. Self-conflict includes the propensity of each boy to unleash his inner beast and destroy the community. Interpersonal conflicts include those between the people loyal to Jack or Love. And the last one, I will explain about a prose for this novel. Prose for this novel is psychological prose. Okay, the first one I explained about what is psychological approach. A psychological approach is a perspective based on certain assumption about behavior. Each approach holds shared ideas about how to describe, predict, and explain behavior. And I will explain about this approach for this novel. Throughout the novel Lord of the Flies, the three boys, Jack, Ralph, and Piggy, are used to explore the three different types of personalities. Jack Merridew's impulsive and sexual action demonstrate the idea. Ralph trying to keep the peace deeply his ego, and Piggy's overly judgmental self is used to explore superego. Okay, thank you very much for this present. If I have mistake for this from this present, okay, the last I said wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.